I'm going to introduce our next guest. So our next guest, there he is. Okay. Our next guest turned around a bankrupt design firm in 2008 to a $5 million company in 2019 at 30% profit margin. Last year, he split with the remaining partner of his prior firm, and now just a year later, his company is a $4 million company and growing, nearly doubling revenue. He's a veteran of one of the largest camps at Burning Man, handling infrastructure and doing what he loves best, repairing bikes and meeting interesting people just like here today. Please welcome Scott Hardister from Radius Design.
Hello.
Hi, Scott. Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
So again, I've been a little bit biased with my panelists, because even though I'm asking everybody, did you raise funds, did you bootstrap, or did you take out loans, I was actually looking for people who bootstrap. So I already know your answer, Scott. So can you tell us a little bit more about how you've been able to turn these companies around so quickly, have great profit margin, and how are you doing that from a cash perspective?
From a cash perspective, we mainly it's been managing costs, and I think it's very easy to overspend in a lot of areas of a business, and additionally keeping a close eye on AR, and generally, you know, with my last venture that started in May of last year, I did bootstrap that. I had a pretty painful breakup with the last partner, and put a bunch of cash of my own cash into it, which is of course made me not. I don't have any investors to answer to, so that really frees up a lot of my time to focus on the business and getting new work, and which is really really paying off in a big way. So.
And when you mentioned you're really focused on AR, what kinds of things did you do with your AR? Can you explain that a little bit?
We implemented an accounting system, a robust accounting system that's not QuickBooks. I know a lot of people use it and like that, but it's just not enough for us. And we can drill down on, you know, employee hours, and we know exactly to the day how many days clients take to pay, so that when we are choosing to work with a new client, we can say, well, we know that this person may take 6 months to pay, so we either pad our proposal, or, you know, build in some extra profit, or turn it down if that's what we want to do. So getting a lot more insight into some of those lead times is what helps us a lot.
We've been talking a lot about direct costs and overhead, and do you track those kind of things in your company? I know you get really into a lot of detail, and do you have any tips?
Yeah, well, I mean, just by my own nature, I manage costs in general. So, you know, everything's negotiable. I think probably a lot of EOers already know that, but I don't think everybody does. You know, rent is negotiable. When COVID hit, rent was again negotiable. Even though I was locked into an ironclad lease, it became negotiable again. So, you know, don't assume that anything that, you know, Comcast, you know, your internet bill, probably not negotiable. Your rent is, your vendors are, people you work with are, like they all have the same goal that you do, that is to stay in business.